Are you kidding me? Is this shit still fucking loading? Oh my god. You know what? I'm fucking done with this. I'm just gonna skip it.
Yo, DJ, put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now.
What's happening, everybody? It's DJ AVIATOR here on FORTNITE on PS4. Today, I'm gonna teach you guys how to do all the different building shapes for the building in FORTNITE. So I'm gonna go over all the different shapes and how to make them, and you're gonna see it. And yeah, whatever. All right. So let's get started. So first we're going to start with a wall. As you can see, you place it down. That's the basic wall right there. Some of the different shapes that you can do with it are if you hold the circle button, it'll bring you into this grid pattern. And so for example, let's do something wrong. So when you start removing these by pressing R2, when you start removing one, it turns red if it's not a proper shape. See how it's blue? I can place the wall. It's red. It is not a real thing. So we're going to start with this. This is a 2-high wall. So then you'll press confirm, and as you can see, it goes 2 up. Now, the thing to keep in mind is that the shapes don't always necessarily represent exactly what's going to come out. It's kind of like a generalized kind of grid pattern thing. So, that being said, you saw the first one. We'll go to the next one. Now, if we remove all of these, as you can see, we get the little waist-high wall right here. So now, let's try some interesting stuff. If we remove one of these from the waist-high one, we get this little subsection right here. Now, if we do that, we can get one with a doorway if we go too high and we leave a blank space. Now that little miniature subsection doesn't work with a doorway. Won't give you a doorway, but if you do it with the too high, it will give you a doorway. Now the same thing goes if you go 3 up above as well. You still get a doorway up on the side here. Now you can put that door anywhere you want. You can put it in the middle. You can remove it from the side there. As you can see, you can kind of put the door anywhere you want as long as it's touching the ground. So now, let's get into some of the more interesting shapes. So, if you want to do kind of like an archway, but only one piece, so if you wanted to make a second one of these, you'd put it right here. And you do it in the opposite direction, and then you could have this big long archway. If you take this away and you kind of do this like half plus sign on the bottom, kind of like an upside down U, but it doesn't touch on the bottoms, and you confirm that, you can get a single wall archway. So now go back to just the regular wall. Now, say for example you want a diagonal slice wall. You'll go like that, and that'll give you a little triangle. And you can always press R3 to reset it if you're trying to do it quickly. The same thing goes for the door with the too high section. You You can do this like that. And that lets you build a number of different types of doorways or entrances or walls with just the wall block. And one last shape that you can do is this side panel wall. So if you take away all of that and you put in just one line on the side, you can put in a panel. I don't know what this is used for, but I mean, I guess it's another shape. Alright, let's move on to the floor block. It is the second in the subsection. If you, when you first start off, if you press triangle, you can get to it. You could place it on the ground. You could place them above, kind of like little roofs. So now going on to the different shapes. These ones, the floors are only a 4 pattern grid layout. So for example, if you remove one, you can get this kind of L-shaped walk pattern that might be useful for like cutting around a corner, or if, say for example, you wanted, say this ground wasn't here and you wanted to kind of have like a way for enemies that might walk up to you or something, and you want to shoot them, but so that they won't like get onto your walkway, you could do something like this. If you go 2, you can get a half section, which is really nice as well. And if you do 1, you get these little rounded corners. I don't know why they're always rounded, why they didn't just do like square, like the theme of everything else, but who's to say what their reasoning is. And that's how you work most of the floor ones. Fuck, I almost forgot. Okay, so there's one other one you could do. You could do the side bridge for like cutting around corners. I don't know. You can build this fucker through this shit. So that's these 2-point pieces. Moving on to the stairs. Now this one is what tricks a lot of people. If you place it down, this is a standard stair. As you can see, you can walk up it, yada yada yada. Now this one's a little confusing. A lot of people I've played with usually don't grasp the concept of this one right away. Now this one, when you're selecting any of these squares, a lot of people, what they don't get is you want to hold R2 and you want to drag it in the direction. As you can see, I did there. So like, for example, I dragged it straight across, and you can do that from any one of these blocks, these corner blocks. The middle blocks kind of just are that arrow, and it points in the direction that the staircase is going to go in. So if I do it again over here, now say I want to go that way, the staircase will go that way. So if I just go forward, as you can see, the staircase now forms a single line staircase with a railing on the side that would be on the inside of where you started your thing. If we go back here, say you want to do a staircase that goes up and to the side, make an L shape just like that. So if you watch, I go straight. Oh, I go straight, and then I go to the side.
Let's see.
And as you can see, it builds a staircase that goes up and to the side, which is really convenient if you don't want like a full staircase blocking like a doorway or something like that. And all of these are just high enough so that you can walk under them. So if you put like a door on this side, you could have like an entrance, and then you could say there was a roof over here. You could do something like that. So now if we come back, say you wanted to just go straight up. So like, kind of like you want to save on space kind of thing. So you'll have it and you'll go all the way across. You'll confirm that, and as you can see, it does this where it forms this little plateau right here. So it goes up, plateau, and then you can go back up this way. So if I wanted to, you know, put another little plateau over here like I showed you with the floors, do like a half, you could put one here, kind of like this. And then I could put another staircase right here that would follow suit with that one, and we could just keep building up. Now, the thing to keep in mind with the staircases is that although if you set your mapping to be that staircase type, which you can do from this screen, whereas I could set that and it'll always be placing that type of staircase, and then I can always just switch that out. They are directionally limited. So like, for example, when I place this staircase, I cannot rotate this to have it go in that direction. So doing a staircase from the opposite side, starting from this block over here, would be different than if I started it from this block over here. So if we put these up, now we have one nice big staircase. Maybe put like a little building in the middle, something like that. Who knows? Get fucking wild with it. And that's pretty much how you work the staircases. Now we're going to move on to the roofs, which are the little pyramid tops. And a lot of people don't get this, but these have a lot of flexibility when it comes to shaping them. And these are one of my favorite pieces. So if you see these, you place this down. As you can see, it makes a little pyramid top. People usually put them at the top of their buildings. It's a cute little top. And if you edit it, these ones don't let you delete blocks, but they have a lot of different combinations, even though it's only 4. So for example, these ones go up, and when you pick a block, for example, let's put this corner one up, what it does is it forms this corner piece. So like, say for example, you wanted to build a pyramid, you know, Temple of Abubis and all that. You could build up the corner sides like that. Or if you wanted to build like a little house roof, something like that. Now, if you put up 2 of the sides, what you're going to get is this ramp. Now this works pretty much exactly like a staircase, except in my opinion, these look a lot nicer. I don't know off the... hold on, let's check. So it has 265 health for me on the ramp side. And if I built the staircase, 265. So it would be essentially be the same if you built this as a roof or if you used a staircase as a roof. Now the cool thing with these is that, say you put 3 of these up, you get this. It's like a kite. Like a kite about to take flight here. Look at me. I'm fucking flying. So you have a lot of different options, and it can definitely make your buildings more interesting. So like, for example, now let's put all 4 of them up. As you can see, you can't do that. So putting all 4 doesn't really allow you to do anything. But there is different combinations here. So for example, I put up these 2 corner pieces. So now let's see what that does. It gives you this little roof section here. So like, if you wanted to put like a roof up and have it block from like both sides, say for example, let's build a little thing here. Get up here. If we put that up here, and then you can now block this from 2 angles. And say for example, you did a wall here, and now we did a diagonal piece. This would allow you to offer more damage protection per wall on this instead of like you putting up one pyramid up top. For example, now you have 4 walls which could help 5 walls which could help prevent damage being done to any base via the roof. So if you look at this, on this side you have one wall that has 265, you have 265 on that wall, you have 265 up top here, you have 265 on this side, 265 on that side. So instead of you putting up one pyramid and seeing that, oh, a fucking mortar bitch drops her fucking load all over your fucking base top, and then your pyramids are gone, and then your roof starts getting fucking penis plowed by the fucking other multiple mortar bitches that start dropping their dicks on top of your base. Now you can have just this one break, and then they'll have to get through that one and that one and that one and that one, and I mean that gives you a lot more opportunity to defend your base with something like that. And I mean, like, you could even get more creative with it. So like, for example, just gonna, all right. So like, say for, where is this fucking shit? Now we did this. And then we put one up over here. And now you've built a 3-story roof here that'll not only defend that roof, so like these walls can have more of an impact in defending the top of your base from taking any type of impact. I mean, and you can always just top it off. Holy shit! Fuck this loading! Thus far. Definitely get creative. I'd love to see some different buildings that people have made. And yeah, thanks for tuning in to DJ Aviator in the fucking F Shack on Fortnite. Get fucked.